Hey y'all, welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid. I could be talking about the past, the present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate for you in the present. All right. If you're new here, I would reach into my archives because sometimes my readings go into the future a little bit. So some of this stuff may not have happened yet. For others, it could be very well into the past. Just depends on where you are in your journey. If you'd like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all my information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. Remember, I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Okay. This ain't for everybody. It won't always be for everybody. All right, let's jump in, see what Spirit wants to talk about today. Hope everybody's doing good after that full moon. I think I kind of got like a mixed bag. I put my feelers out to ask yesterday, like how people were feeling with that full moon. Um, I actually don't have anything in my Cancer house. It's an empty house on my chart. But yesterday I was feeling very tapped in with my children. Like I was like on full board mom mode yesterday. I was on full board mom mode yesterday with all three of my kids. um, but it was good. I actually thought it was a good day. So I hope y'all had a really good day. Um, and I do know that the energy for full moon is going to last a little bit. So if you're feeling kind of, emotional, some folks are having a hard time. But if you're feeling a little emotional, go with those feelings, purge and release. Okay. Full moons are for releasing. So go with that. Don't suppress your feelings. If you've got emotions and they're bubbling up and making you want to cry, child, cry it out. Cry it out. All right. Let's tap in. See what Spirit has in store today. Okay. We like art. Okay. This is not bad energy, actually. Not bad energy at all. Okay, I'm not real. I'm looking at this lesson. I'm like, okay. So let's talk about it. It looks like there was someone here. I'm going to start in the center. We won't talk about this current energy, but part of the dilemma is there's some information that somebody may be getting. Could be you, could be somebody else, but it's kind of like information that they're getting. The information is coming from somebody that you know, or whoever this information is coming from, somebody that they know. I feel like the biggest dilemma is acceptance and allowing things to just kind of go however they're going to go. Okay. It's funny because I just finished watching back yesterday's reading. And it kind of feels like a carryover. It's kind of like, this is like towards the bottom of the story where I was like, somebody might not be thrilled. Yeah, they may want to come towards you because this here feels like in the current energy, somebody finally makes a decision. They may have been sitting on the fence for a while, but somebody makes a decision to just, you know, go the distance, to go after what it is that they're looking for. And then they're going to be blessed, because blessed is in the upright. We know the blessed and the upright are blessings that you aren't earning. They're just given to you by the universe. Okay. Now, part of this lesson, part of the lesson, okay, because I'm getting a couple of different downloads for this. And I don't know how long y'all been following me, but for those of you for those of y'all who've been riding with me for a couple of years, at least, okay? Because I know I've been talking about this, and I know that I was talking about this back in like 2020, 2021. I know for sure I was talking about this energy. where I've talked about, there's certain blessings that, like, you know, spiritual world will always say, abundance is our birthright and blah, 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 right? Okay. While abundance is our birthright, sometimes the abundance that we're looking for, or the abundance that we are expecting, is delayed because we still have people in our energy that we absolutely cannot have part of our camp, because these people will basically ruin us. It will basically take all of those blessings that God has set aside just for you and make you lose them. So part of this lesson here is like knowing, it's kind of like knowing who to give to and knowing who not to fuck with. Let me just keep it a buck, okay? Um, Especially if the people, because I kind of get the impression that somebody, whoever you've had, some people, somebody's had people around them that just tell lies. And this could be, this could be a family dynamic. This could be it could be a friend group. It could be people that you work with, just folks that that you normally would be around. This feels like part of the biggest lesson is kind of like knowing who to give to and who not to give to. Okay? Being able to see through yesterday's, I think I talked about being able to see through somebody's mask, like, those people who are kind of tapped into their intuition. You have the ability to really see beyond the facade that people, walk around. A lot of folks been walking around with a mask on, and you see right through the mask. So it doesn't really, you're just kind of like, okay, I'm operating with the person that's under the mask. That mask don't really mean nothing to me. Over here, I think part of the lesson here is about, the biggest lesson here is about giving to people who lie to you. Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Uh-huh. Okay. So, going back, starting in the middle, because remember, I started in the middle. Damn. Okay. So let's start. Let's talk about the middle. We'll get to these. Well, let's talk about the middle here. Because I feel like, again, somebody has to accept whatever is being told to them if they intend on staying where they are, or if they choose not to go, right? Somebody's biggest dilemma is, I feel like somebody's really, they're having some trouble going with the flow. So having some difficulty in accepting, and I'm getting this acceptance twice, okay? Because I got yang in the reverse and yin in the upright. Yang in the reverse is basically yin. Now, as energies, as an energetic body, this could be feminine energy. This yin, this could be feminine energy. So this could be like getting some information or a message from a feminine energy, and it has something to do with the past or somebody looking back at the past. They're afraid to move on from something, having a difficult time accepting this information that they're getting. Almost, I want to say like a refusal to go. It almost feels like a refusal. Now, what's interesting is in the current energy, it feels as though somebody is wrapping up loose ends from their past, already kind of headed towards the future, already moving towards their blessings. And I feel like part of the fork in the road that somebody may have experienced, it was they were stuck because the person or whatever, it has something to do with a relationship, some kind of relationship, but there had been some sense of loyalty here at one point. So this could be about making a choice. Oh, so maybe somebody here makes a decision, because I'm looking at this in a whole different kind of way. Because this feels like a relationship dynamic where two people, I don't have the soulmate card out here, but I mean, it's giving me soulmate energy. Because usually when I see loyal hearts, it kind of gives me that same energy. It's like, two of cups, lovers. But this feels like like if you've been in a cycle, say you've been with somebody or you've been in connection with somebody for a really long time, it's kind of like somebody making a choice. Like at some point they may have considered like walking away from the relationship. This feels like somebody making a choice to keep going, go the distance, and leave behind like some of maybe the the dynamics in the past that may have made this person question whether or not they wanted to even be involved in the relationship. I hope that makes sense. Because I feel like it's definitely somebody like leaving an aspect behind that I don't know. And I see the divine's hand in this. It's kind of like walking away from something or walking away from an energy that was within the connection. Maybe at some point there might have been some toxicity, and I don't have cards that say that, but that's what I'm looking at. Like maybe at one point the relationship dynamic had been kind of stormy. I heard you took a wrong turn. Took a wrong turn like within the relationship or while in the relationship. Okay. Now on this other side, this feels like part of the lesson here. It feels like somebody here may have been lying. This is the way I'm receiving the energy. It's like somebody may have been lying to other people, like wearing a mask around these other people in order to fit in. Whew. There's a lot going on over here. This is part of the lesson. So somebody here may have worn a mask. They may have been very protective of their heart, because I feel like this is somebody who had experienced, some turmoil in their lives or whatever. And it feels very much like somebody internalizes. So, it's definitely giving like unhealed heart. Okay. Like a refusal to change. It's like somebody being really, they're like living from their wounded space. Like there's something about this energy that definitely feels unhealed. Because if they heal, it would force them to re-examine their identity, because I feel like whatever they've experienced in their life, they use that as like a personality almost. That's different because and it's funny because as I said it, I'm hearing a whole other side to it. That's different from somebody experiencing, bad shit in their lives, and then they heal, because part of your healing journey is what makes your reality. So that makes you who you are. This person feels like they wear a mask because they have suffered or endured some kind of trauma, but that trauma is their whole personality. Like, so it's like, it's because I experienced this and that's why I am this way. I hope y'all following. Because I feel like this person wears a mask or has worn a mask. This is a lot. This person wears a mask or has always worn a mask around other people because they didn't feel adequate within themselves. They didn't feel comfortable within their own skin. So they did that as a means to try to like fit in, even though, because I get this energy and I can feel it. It's like crawling on my skin. Whoever this person is, they did all of this so that they could fit in, but the dynamics of the relationships that they created they were built on like a funky ass foundation, because it started off with a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like they came into these connections with these other people based on a facade. And so those actual relationships that they forged with those people were based on a lie. It was based on this persona that they created. It wasn't even their real person. It's not their real self. So when you start off a relationship off and you're not even being your authentic self, yeah, the relationship's going to be oddly and weirdly flawed. Okay. Now, this is interesting. I said, oh yeah. Okay. So let's talk about this over here because it's now it's all over the board. So we got somebody here who shows up into their relationship dynamics wearing a mask because they're afraid of showing people the real them. They use their trauma as a badge of honor, like, look what I survived. It's different. And I'm saying that because it's different than saying I survived trauma, but I healed from it. I used the trauma so that I could heal. They are using the trauma as their story of survival, yes, but they're not even authentic. Like, I don't even know if this person really knows who they are. Because every relationship dynamic that they create, it's built on lies. God said that I needed to make that very abundantly clear. Whoever this person is, they build their relationships based on lies. They're initiated on lies, okay? Now, down here in the current energy, it almost feels like somebody has, okay, because now I'm looking at this differently. Okay, remember when I said here, it's like somebody makes a decision. Oh, okay. So yeah, and that's even still true too. Like, even if, like, I'm seeing it a couple different ways. So, like I said, put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. But now that I have the bottom of the deck cards facing directly the top in the current energy, this looks like somebody making a decision to maybe return. I know y'all don't want to hear that. This is like somebody making a decision they make a decision. They're at a fork in the road. They make a decision, right? To go the distance. Okay, thank you. They make a decision to go the distance because I feel like they're being guided to do so. To go the distance with a connection with somebody where there may have been some loyalties in the relationship. Whether you had a loyalty to them or they had a loyalty to you, right? Because you were the blessing. Okay. Now I'm taking this card. Now this one card, I'm taking it in a different way because this kind of tells me that while this person may be walking away from one dynamic to come towards you, right? This connection is not fated. Now on the bottom, we have regeneration in the reverse, deep knowing, and time for a nap also in the reverse. Now, time for a nap in the reverse tells me somebody is about to take action here. This is a piggyback from yesterday. This is like picking up from yesterday's reading. I kind of feel like this person has a deep knowing that there may not be in the bottom of the deck was TikTok, so might not have enough time. But we know that regeneration in the reverse talks about the fact that there is no energy that supports a second chance, a do-over, reconciliation, right? Because this person didn't take action in the appropriate time, and they kind of intuitively may already know this, okay? Now, like I said, their obstacle here, because they refuse to go, they have to accept that whatever you collective tell them, whatever, when they come back, they kind of have to accept the fact, regardless of, because they're fearful, they are afraid. But I think I mentioned this in a reading several readings back, where I said, like, even if you say no, like, somebody might not take no for an answer, and they're just going to keep on coming until they wear you down. Because this feels like they're not, even if they get some information, they just have to accept it and go with the flow, even though they're afraid. This is them not going, right? But if they're ready to move towards this new life, they have to think about how they're going to proceed into the future, and they're going to have to conform. See, that's the thing. It's like what did I say? I said it a few readings back. It's like they may have been very controlling within your relationship dynamic, where they insisted that things had to be, like, they're in their mind, things got to be a certain kind of way, right? So here it's almost like they have to accept that if they want to be a part of your life, if they're choosing, if this is a choice, if they're choosing to stick around, if they're choosing to stay involved with you, and they want to have this new life with you, or even in your energy, one, they got to really think about how they're going to proceed, but they got to conform. They got to fall in line. It can't be their way. You know what I mean? Now, part of their lesson here is losing their soulmate in the reverse, losing the soulmate, or the breakdown of a soulmate connection. They're having, and seeing it from a neutral perspective. Because remember, I think I said this a couple of readings ago too. It's like they may be recognizing, like, it's like the recognition of maybe what you went through while you were in connection with them. And it's kind of like now they're seeing the relationship dynamic. They're seeing up here. Remember, I said this is somebody who wears a mask in order to fit in, because they're not really comfortable in their own damn skin. But here, if they want to be in connection with you, they're going to have to clean some shit up. They're going to have to make this right. And this could be them or you looking at it from, this could be them looking at it from an objective, neutral perspective, and seeing like the relationship dynamics. Because I think I've said, like, they chose other people that like gassed them up and fluffed their ego, and it was really all an ego thing. Really, that's all it was. So they're reckoning this down here. Part of their lesson is kind of like recognizing that if you want to be with the collective, if you want to even be in that energy, you're going to have to fix some shit. You're going to have to clean some shit up. Yeah, you're going to have to clean something up. And somebody is running out of time with serendipity in the reverse, TikTok. Like, somebody here may be repeating a cycle because of negative self-talk, child. Because this is what I said. Because of negative self-talk and their rigidity about what has to happen if y'all come back together, or how things are going to be. Child, as long as they're in this inflexible energy, this mending in the reverse is always going to be like this. Mending in the reverse or regeneration in the reverse. There's no do-overs here. There's no do-over. So even if they're trying to manifest something that's not even for them. This isn't an alignment. Okay. Let's pull all these back. Well, that was fun. All right. And what's crazy is I feel like somebody here is recognizing the fact that it's again that reap what you sow energy. Somebody here is recognizing that their behavior, their lack of follow through, their lack of commitment, their in and out energy is exactly what brought them to this Five of Pentacles energy. They chose to engage in situations that really saw no actual growth. And because they prematurely jumped into it, they're reaping what they sow simply by being away from you, or having, you haven't turned your back and no longer wanting to invest or give any energy to it. Is what it is. They're hoping that things are not over between you. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Somebody is in deep regret about the decisions that they've made. And collective, I kind of feel like I'm looking at it from a different, I'm looking at this from a different perspective. Because I feel like what you were thriving, what you were looking for, what you were hoping for, maybe would have been, oh, maybe this is, okay, hold on. Because now what this looks like, because I feel like you're in a really, like I said, I've been saying, collective, you're in a very stable space emotionally, mentally, financially. You're in a good spot. And if you're not there, you're very, very close. Because of the decisions that you've made, you're very, very close if you're not already there. Think about it. Remember I said there's some news that somebody may get that they're not going to be really happy with, but they don't really have much of a choice but to accept it, which is here right here. This is like bad news, and it's like you making a new decision, or you choosing an adjacent possibility that is a little less burdensome than what you walked away from, because you didn't actually see any success there. You didn't see the culmination of anything good happening there, because you were dealing with somebody who was in and out of your life. And what you want is stability. You want something solid. You want something that you can rely on, something that you ain't got to ask questions about because you know it's there. This person, you couldn't rely on them. Now they are worried. They're worried. Because I think this person feels like there's, okay, this person feels like there's unfinished business, but I think I've said it before, they're really nervous about taking action. Very nervous. They want to communicate. Ooh, they want to communicate. They want to come towards you. They are so worried that this is over. So worried. And they're also kind of worried about unrequited love. They're kind of worried that, I think I said it yesterday, they're worried that you don't feel the same that you did before. They're worried. And they're worried about it. I mean, it's reasonable. They're worried that you don't feel the same way that you did before because of the actions that they took. Like, these are all connected to the past and past decisions. They're worried about how, because you appear to be very, and you, when I say you are in a much, much more stable space than they are in. This person almost feels like there's like a lack of control of the external circumstances. But somebody here is they're worried. They're real stressed out. Because like I said, they feel like there's unfinished business between you. But again, I've been saying, like, they've taken way too long to try to come in. So even if there was a really small, narrow window of time that they could have operated in, they just may have taken too long. And now they're worried because they're like, oh shit, did I blow my shot by, Did I blow my shot to come in here and be the person I need to be by not taking action, not taking the appropriate action at the right time? Okay. What they're really worried about, and this is what has them stuck. I remember I said a while back, like, they might be worried about how much you know. What exactly do you know? What does the collective know? They're very worried about what you know. They're worried about something coming out, especially if they were involved in third party energy and had you in competition with other people. So there may have been a soul child. Oh my goodness. Because I'm seeing that this person, I'm real big on the idea and concept of soul ties. So, and how you live your life is your business. I'm not here to judge you. I don't really care what you do. But when you, as a woman, I'm talking to the women here, as a woman, when you allow, and this is okay, this goes for men too, because I mean, men have responsibility in it as well. When you are someone and you sleep with multiple partners, you are, and I don't care if you are wearing a condom or not, you are allowing, because this feels like a soul tie, and it feels like a soul tie with, like, it feels like there's, and this is connected to a masculine, it feels like somebody here who is, and this card could be, it could go in either direction, but this feels like somebody who, because they engaged in third party energy, they got soul ties with a bunch of people. Like, they're swapping fluids. They got soul ties with a few people. And again, they put you in some kind of competition, or had you, because this person, like, they worried about whether or not you know. That's coming out though, but they're worried about whether you know that. And they're paralyzed. They're literally paralyzed with fear, because I think here it's almost like, here's the bad news, right, of you making a new choice. And it's almost like, did the collective make this choice because they know what I had been doing in the background? Did they know that I was sleeping around with all these other people and putting them in a competition with folks that the collective didn't know nothing about? They're really worried about that. Okay, so so here's somebody wanting to come back. This person can't let the past go, but I feel like somebody wants to come towards you, right? Here's the thing. They want to come towards you. In the end, it's going to just result in them being kind of, butthurt, because they're going to recognize, they're going to realize that you've already released the situation. You've already released the connection. You've energetically just purged it from your system. This full moon energy is really, if you haven't finished working all that out, the full moon energy is still here for a few more days. I need y'all to work that out. Because what it feels like, it's like they're worried that you might find out about these third party energies and these other people that they've been, doing a bump with, right? But it's kind of like them here, they come back to tell you that they no longer have those people. They're not dealing with those people anymore, or they don't have those people anymore. Okay. But honestly, what they're going to be mad about is these last three cards. You've already let it go. You don't care. So even if they were to come to tell you, like, I'm not dealing with these other people no more. Yes, here's the truth. I was doing this, that, and the third. And then you're like, okay, well, I mean, you were betraying me, backstabbing, lying because you wanted to be out here doing hoi polloi with all these other people. Well, and you were selfish towards me because you were giving to other people. I don't really, I've already kind of let this thing go. I'm done. I'm not even really tripping off of it. No, they're gonna be pissed off. They're gonna be pissed off. They might even talk shit about it a little bit. I don't really think they got grounds to do that, but they might. And they might even Okay, so from the bottom of the deck, this feels like it's like wanting to come in and okay, I see this a couple of different ways. This almost, I don't know what's going on in your life right now, collective. Like, I don't know what you're experiencing or what you're doing, but it almost feels like if you're on the upside of the wheel and things are going very well, this person may have been watching you from a distance, so they kind of see what you're going through. They see your evolution. They see your glow up, right? It's almost like somebody wanting to come in to celebrate like all that you've done or whatever. Um, but I also don't see them being completely honest about what they're experiencing right now, because I do see somebody here going through some negative karma now. And I feel like if this is you making a choice to not really engage, it's because of the lies that had already existed between you and this person. Like, no, I don't want to reconcile. I don't really care. And I don't really feel the need to defend my position. I've already made my choice. I feel like this person just wants to come towards you because they don't want to be alone. It's like now they want to put in the effort. Now they want to put in the effort. Now they want to do, now they want to do that. Now they want to come towards you with this Ace of Cups. And like I said yesterday, they never planned, they never foresaw or foreshadowed that you would be like, yeah, nah. I still have love for you. Like, there may still be, I mean, this ain't for everybody, but it's like, yeah, I might still have some love for you. I have, I do still remember the good times, because whoever this person y'all can talk all that shit in my comments. I see it all over the socials and all in my YouTube. Like, y'all can talk shit about whatever in this relationship, but at one point, y'all had good times. At one point, you did share some fond memories, and there was love. It ain't there now. You don't really want any parts, even though they're trying to come in and say, "Hey, let's do this." You're kind of like, "Yeah, nah," because you were not. No. There were lies before. So now you're going to have to watch me live my best life. All because yes, they rejected you in the past, child. Their karma, I really feel like their karma is truly having to watch you go on with your life without them. Well, yeah, it's like they want to come towards you with this. Because what did I say? I'm using a whole different deck, and it's the same thing. They don't want to be alone. They want to come towards you and try to pitch a new thing, a new cycle with you. So they may be trying to travel to, look, they don't want to be alone. If they had chosen to commit to somewhere else, like they don't, you could even be, okay, oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, they may want to travel to you. You could be more spiritual than religious, or they could be. Or, okay, because I'm seeing this in a different way. I said before, I said this person had a difficult time committing. They did not commit to you the way that you would have wanted them to. So maybe they, like I said, they were out doing their thing. I got a lot of third party energy out here. Yeah, so it's kind of like they want to come back in and try to, like, they want to fix it. They're learning. It's almost like they're trying to learn. They could be trying to learn ways of how to communicate, how to manage their emotions. So maybe this person, oh. So maybe this person is trying to learn how to be grounded so that they can come towards you. This is a learning, there's a learning curve here for them. And I mean, I know that sounds weird, but this feels very much like somebody who wants to, like, they want to fix things. They want to be able to give to a connection. They're trying to learn, because I said they're normally used to being in third party energy. So they spread it wide and thin. So that way they don't really have to commit to any one situation and really learn about, because let me tell you, I use me and my husband as an example. Like, we've been together for 30 years. This year it'll be 30 years. It's a long ass time. We talk about that a lot lately. We're like, damn, 30 years. That's a long time. I never thought I'd see 30 years. Like, I never imagined 30 years later that I would be with somebody still. Like, it's a long time. But over the course of 30 years, my husband has forever. I have a Gemini stellium. So, child, I'm literally, my Gemini placement houses Venus, Mars, and Saturn. I got a lot going on in that house, and it's in my fourth house when it comes to our home and everything like that. So there, I go through a lot of changes and shifts. The one thing I can say about my husband is, when I go through something, he takes it upon himself to kind of like investigate or research the area of my life that I'm kind of revamping or making changes to, making dramatic changes to. I do it odd. I don't do it as often as I used to, but he's learned to just kind of roll with it. So, and now because I am a lot more communicative, I kind of let him know like what I'm going through, because before it would be an internal process. So I would just process on my own and he just have to figure the shit out. But now we're at a space where I can communicate, like, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm thinking about, this is what I'm dealing with. And he tries to find ways. He will research, he will read. That man is a reader. He will research and read and look some stuff up to figure out the best way to, number one, support me while I'm going through these changes. Never mind, I'm perimenopausal, so he's also figuring that out too. But it's like he does all these things to like learn about me and my ways so that he can better adapt, so that we can continue to just live very fluidly. Like, I love that about him. That's kind of what this feels like here. It feels like somebody is taking it upon themselves to really learn about the person that they are currently eyeballing, so that they can give to the connection in a way that is balanced and reciprocal. Because at current time, this person appears to be very heartbroken by the distance between you right now. So they definitely want to bridge that gap. Yeah, this person is watching you. They could be watching your social media. You could have social media presence. They're watching you, but they're watching you because, look at this. I love it. They're actually taking the time to work on themselves, to work. Oh, I love this. Well, look at this. This is similar energy to yesterday. I'm using all new decks. So this is somebody, I get the sense that they're watching you. Like I said, you could have social media presence. So you could be, on socials or YouTube or whatever. But I feel like what they're witnessing, they're also looking, like they're looking you up. They're learning about, they're learning about you. Because what they're doing is they're trying to figure you out so that they can come make this offer to you. Yes, thank you. They're researching, they're looking, because they want to know, they want to be able to give to you in the way that you have given to them. Because I said, like, they're unhappy with the distance and the way things may have been left. There may be some delay. If there is distance between you, there may be some delay in them getting to you or or having the ability to come towards you. But this is the energy of somebody really wanting to take responsibility for the things that they have maybe kept hidden from you. Well, damn, I'll be damned. All right. Let me get some. Let's get an oracle here, because I'm going to take this over to the extended. I'm a little flabbergasted. Let's get an oracle message for the collective. Remember, guys, my extended videos are on the membership platform. It's $5.99 a month. You get all of the extended videos as well as any of the cutting room floor videos that make it on that side. Let's get oracle. Collective message. Seek and ye shall find. Seek and you shall find. Firebird. Like a gentle flickering flame, yin fire associated with the heart and the emotion joy brings light into darkness. Just as we need only one candle to light up the others, we need only one spark of joy to melt the heart and stoke the fire within. The bird is a yin metal sign associated with the planet Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, the height of autumn and all that glitters. As a peach blossom star, the bird brings romantic and social opportunities. Those with a bird in their natal chart usually have an appreciation for luxury and the finer things in life. Yin fire in the heavenly frequency emphasizes living from the heart. What the heart needs is a simple moment of joy, but our desires often complicate our life. Open your heart to new opportunities, explore your passions, do what you love, treat yourself with love, and be your own best version so that you can't help but love that version of you. All right, guys, if this is where our journey ends, thank you guys so much for joining me today. And for the rest of y'all, head on over to the membership platform. We'll go into the extended and see what else is going on with this person. I'm very intrigued. Again, if you'd like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting my work. We are this much closer to 7,000 subscribers. I'm really hoping for 10,000. If we can get past 10,000 for 2025, that would be amazing. But the initial goal is 10,000. So if we can get to 10,000 subscribers, that would totally rock my world. I love you guys. Till next time. Take care. Bye.